Atlantis. Atlantis is first described by Plato as an advanced island kingdom beyond the Pillars of Hercules, often linked to the Strait of Gibraltar. It was founded by Poseidon, who shaped the land into concentric rings of sea and earth, creating a fortified capital at its center. The realm was ruled by 10 kings descended from the god, each governing a region under shared sacred laws engraved on stone. Atlantis possessed vast natural wealth, fertile plains, metals, forests, and harbors supporting a powerful navy. Its society was highly organized, with engineered canals, monumental architecture, and centralized governance. Initially virtuous, the rulers gradually became arrogant and expansionist, seeking to conquer lands beyond their island. This moral corruption broke the balance between divine order and human ambition. The gods withdrew favor. Atlantis was destroyed in a single catastrophic event of earthquakes and floods, sinking beneath the sea in one day and night, erased from the known world. Camelot. Camelot is the legendary capital of King Arthur's realm, presented as both royal court and model kingdom. It functions as the political and moral center where Arthur governs, dispenses justice, and unites rival nobles under shared law. Camelot's strength lies not in fortifications, but in collective ideals. The Round Table defines the kingdom. Its circular form removes hierarchy among knights, binding them to equality, loyalty, and responsibility. Each knight follows a strict code of chivalry, shaping conduct in war and peace. Arthur's rule is legitimized through the sword and the stone, establishing kingship by destiny rather than conquest. Camelot's stability depends entirely on moral unity. As long as oaths hold, the realm thrives. Its fall begins when personal loyalty overrides duty. Lancelot's affair with Guinevere fractures trust, and Mordred's rebellion divides the court. Arthur's mortal wounding removes the final stabilizing force. Without shared ideals, Camelot dissolves from within. El Dorado. El Dorado originates in South American tradition as a ritual kingship rather than a golden city. Among the Muisca people, a newly crowned ruler covered himself in gold dust and sailed to the center of Lake Guatavita to offer treasure to the gods. The ceremony symbolized renewal and divine authority, not material wealth. As stories spread beyond the region, the ritual king transformed into a kingdom of gold hidden deep within jungles or mountains. European imagination reshaped El Dorado into a land where precious metal was abundant and culturally meaningless, protected by isolation and geography. The kingdom is never conquered or destroyed. Instead, it recedes from reach. Expeditions searching for it repeatedly collapse through disease, starvation, and conflict. Each failure pushed its supposed location further into unknown territory. El Dorado becomes defined not by occupation, but by pursuit, remaining permanently beyond discovery as ambition replaces geography and legend overtakes reality. Asgard. Asgard is the fortified realm of the Norse gods, positioned above the human world and linked by the Rainbow Bridge Bifrost. It is designed as a military stronghold rather than a paradise, built to withstand constant threat. Great halls dominate the realm, including Valhalla, where fallen warriors train for the final war, and Bilskirnir, the Hall of Thor. Authority rests with Odin, whose power comes from knowledge and sacrifice rather than force. He surrendered an eye and endured ritual death to gain cosmic wisdom. Asgard's walls, forged by giants, defend against relentless enemies, frost giants, fire giants, and monstrous beings. Yet the realm exists under the shadow of Ragnarok, the prophesied final battle. Shambhala. Shambhala is a hidden kingdom in Tibetan and Indian Buddhist tradition, described as a real but concealed land beyond impassable mountains or deserts. It is unreachable to those lacking spiritual readiness. The realm is governed by enlightened Kalki kings who rule through wisdom, discipline, and ethical law rather than force. Shambhala's society is highly ordered and intellectually advanced, sustained by education, meditation, and strict moral codes. Its people live in balance, free from conquest or expansion. Isolation preserves purity and prevents corruption. The kingdom remains invisible to shield it from the violence of the outer world. Prophecy states that when global civilization reaches its lowest point, the final Kalki ruler will emerge to restore balance and justice. Until then, Shambhala withdraws completely from history. It is never destroyed or conquered. It simply remains hidden alongside the visible world, defined by secrecy, preservation, and spiritual order. Hyperborea. Hyperborea is a northern kingdom in Greek myth located beyond Boreas, the north wind. Despite its polar position, it is described as a land of endless sunlight, mild climate, and extraordinary longevity. The Hyperboreans live in perfect harmony with nature and the gods, especially Apollo, who is said to visit regularly. The kingdom has no warfare, fortifications, or military authority. Stability comes from abundance and ritual devotion. Food is plentiful, disease absent, and conflict unknown. Life centers on festivals, music, and sacred ceremony. Hyperborea represents a civilization untouched by ambition or rivalry. Its disappearance is gradual and environmental. As climate shifts and ice advances, access routes vanish, navigation fails, and the land slips beyond known geography. Hyperborea is not destroyed. It becomes unreachable, fading from maps and memory, surviving only as legend of a distant golden age beyond human decline. Agartha. Agartha is a legendary subterranean kingdom believed to exist within vast underground caverns beneath the earth. Entrances are said to lie in remote mountains, polar regions, or deep cave systems, concealed to prevent discovery. The realm functions as a centralized underground civilization ruled by a hidden monarch. Agartha is portrayed as technologically advanced, agriculturally self-sufficient, and environmentally stable, protected from surface disasters and warfare. Its society operates in deliberate isolation, avoiding contact with surface civilizations whose cycles of conflict are seen as destabilizing. Survival depends on secrecy rather than defense. As wars and catastrophes intensify above, Agartha seals its entrances, severing all routes to the surface. The kingdom does not fall or vanish. It withdraws completely, continuing undisturbed beneath the earth. Agartha endures as legend of a hidden world that escaped the destructive cycles shaping human history. Lemuria. Lemuria, or Mu, is a legendary lost continent said to have existed across the Pacific or Indian Ocean. It is portrayed as home to one of humanity's earliest civilizations. Lemurian society is described as technologically capable, yet spiritually centered, organized around harmony with natural forces rather than conquest. Its people lived in great stone cities, practiced advanced agriculture, and developed knowledge traditions believed to surpass later cultures. Warfare was minimal, and social order emphasized unity and cooperation. Lemuria's strength lay in environmental balance rather than expansion. The continent was destroyed through massive geological upheaval. Volcanic activity, tectonic shifts, and rising seas fractured the landmass, submerging cities and erasing coastlines. Unlike Atlantis, its fall is not moral or divine, but natural. Entire populations vanished beneath the ocean. Lemuria survives only in scattered myths, symbolizing a civilization erased by planetary transformation beyond human control. If you thought kingdoms rose and fell on power alone, wait until you see how often love itself ignited entire mythological wars. Continue with Every Mythological War Started Over Love, explained next. If you enjoyed this myth, join us for more myths deconstructed.